Okay, so we just found out that the US is now giving Argentina $40 billion. Let's talk about who's getting rich from it, because it's not us. To review, you'll likely remember that last month, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent announced a $20 billion bailout for Argentina. Then this week, Trump doubled it, adding another $20 billion. Our government is still shut down, federal workers are not being paid, people are struggling everywhere, farmers are really struggling, so none of us are benefiting from this. Who is? Meet billionaire hedge fund manager Rob Citron. He's got billions of dollars invested in Argentina. He's also Scott Bessent's good friend and former colleague. In fact, Citron once said that he was responsible for 75% of Scott Bessent's bonus when the two of them worked for George Soros.
A bit with George, and I kind of convinced George and Scott Bessent at the time to go big in that. And, Scott says I was responsible for 75% of his bonus at Soros, kind of jokingly.
According to Mother Jones, when Argentina's economy began to falter in April, it was Citron who, quote, intervened before Scott Bessent to advocate for an IMF agreement with Argentina. Days before Bessent announced the deal, Citron purchased more Argentine bonds. Citron even flew on a private jet to Argentina with CPAC officials to meet with Argentina's president hours before Bessent arrived. Why with CPAC? Well, I'm glad you asked, because a company they founded called Tactic Global is now lobbying for Argentina to the tune of $10,000 a month. And Bessent's former mentor, Stanley Druckenmiller, also heavily invested in Argentina. Same with Fidelity, BlackRock, and PIMCO. So we have $40 billion for a country that has defaulted multiple times and has needed to be bailed out 23 times since the 1950s. Meanwhile, China is buying soybeans from Argentina instead of American farmers, and they are still waiting for relief. And did I mention that Trump has literally said that if Argentina's election doesn't go the way he thinks it should, he'll pull the money? This is just your friendly reminder that Trump only works to protect the ultra-wealthy and ultra-powerful. His billionaire buddies, his donors, anyone who hung out with this guy, but never you.